Talk Sports. Super special here. Let's talk about it, y'all. We're gonna do something a little different today. We're gonna get into a little basketball. We're gonna talk a little basketball, man. I've been having some things on my heart about guy that I like, man. I like his game. I like the way he played the game. I think he was destined to be one of the, a few years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, I think he was destined to be one of the two or three top players in the league. You know what I mean? We're talking about Ja Morant, man. Ja Morant is from a small town in South Carolina, I think. Yeah, South Carolina. Little small town, probably barely has 3,000 people, so he come from a small town, man. And I think his rise was probably a little fast for him, when he hit the scene and once he got his swag and got to do what he do, he kind of grew, man. He got his own shoe deal, he reached that level where, once you get that shoe deal and things like that, man, and the team started looking at you like you're a franchise player. I think they gave him 30 something $1 million guaranteed money, so he's on the rise, man. But Ja didn't realize, man, once you reach a certain point, man, certain people in your life and certain people that you deal with, if they're not with it, you know what I'm saying? You have to leave those people behind, man. I mean, a lot of our people in the community, man, don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? And I think Ja is going through this, man, and he really needs somebody to sit him down, man, and talk to him, somebody who can be honest with him because, I don't know, his market, they just traded him and it wasn't easy. He didn't really have a market, man, because of all the off-field stuff, man. The man, you know, you know, I think he's heading for an end. You know what I'm saying? It's sad to say, but he has to make this work, over with the Portland Trail Blazers. But yeah, Ja, man, over his career, uh, well, his last year, I think this last year, man, him playing, I think he averaged 23.5% from three-pointer, which is not gonna cut it, you know what I'm saying? Not from a point guard to today's NBA players. No, that's not gonna cut it. I think his overall career, he's averaged about 30, 31. That's below league average. League average is around 36, I think. So, he's gonna have to change his game, man. I think he's reached a point in his life, in his career where all the over the above rim playing, if you watch him these last, few games, few years, it's came to a halt. He's not really playing like that. And I think he said something about that, like he was gonna quit doing that or quit playing like that. I guess the injuries, he's had a lot of injuries, that kept him out these last 2 years, no, 3 years. I think he's only played 79 games, you know what I mean, over a span of 3 years. But the injuries with the off field stuff, I think his injuries, he had what they have, an arm, shoulder, a knee, I think a pelvic and a hip, something going on with that was kept him out. When you play like he played above the rim, those things they're gonna take a toll on you. You know what I'm saying? To me, he's like a Allen Iverson on steroids. You know what I'm saying? The way he goes hard and he stays on the floor. You know what I'm saying? But he's gonna have to change some stuff around, man. Uh, he's had let me see, he has two, I think, gun charges. I think one he got 8 games. I think one maybe 25 games. Like, come on, bro. And you got people around you, man, like him, like you're a big superstar. You're a role model. You have the shoe out. You got all these kids looking up to you, man. All these kids coming to the game wearing your jersey. Man, you can't be on social media with a gun. And the idiot that filmed you, man, he could never be my friend again. Like, come on, bro. That's like, you supposed to be the one to tell him, hey, man, no, man, we can't do that, man. Anybody can be looking like this is not cool. Like, period. Like, some point in time, you got to realize everybody can't go to where you're trying to go. A lot of us have that issue, man, and it's understandable. But sometimes, you just have to do that. You have to be that way. You have to understand there's a growth period in life, man. You've hit that period where you have to start growing and leaving some of this stuff behind. You know what I'm saying? So, it's kind of sad, man, to see, that all these off the court injuries has taken a toll on him. I think he got suspended one time for an incident with the coach. That coach was his first year, I think, there. He had an incident with him. He said something in the media one day, and that led to I think another suspension or something. But he has all these things going on with him, man. But those gun charges, those things, man, real serious, bro. Real serious. So I hope he gets over here, man, and changes his career, man, over at the Portland Trail Blazers. He's gonna be over there with a few people, man, that may be able to help him out. I don't know. You got Damian Lillard, I think, is over there with him. Uh you got Damian Lillard. Let me see who else is over there with him. What's the guy named Kimura, I think. Another guy, Klingen or something like that. I can't think of the fourth guy, but they got a decent squad. I don't think they're gonna make too much noise. I think last year, Portland, what they end the year with 42 wins or something like that, 40 losses. I think they were the eighth seed in the NBA. Not bad, but I mean, Ja Morant, man, people don't know he's really not a good shooter. He's really not. I mean, all his game has been dunking on people, going to the hole and playing like that, getting free to the free throw line. So he's gonna have to improve on his shooting. To be a top point guard in the NBA, you have to shoot clearly above that 36, that league average, which he's below that. So he's going to change that, man. He's going to get a better shot. And he don't play well off the ball, but he's Damian Lillard. He moves and he can shoot off the dribble. Like, you can pass him the ball and he can shoot the ball. So he'll be able to play that role like that. But I don't know, man. I think if he don't make it here, I think this might be the end for him because I don't see, any other kind of issues he have off that court. It might be it for him. It really may. I mean, I can't see him surviving and going on to another squad if he have anything close to what he's had over there with the Grizzlies, man. And it's a shame, man, to have this kind of uh, presence on the court in that kind of game, and you waste it all in a sense, with your actions, and people around. And see, that's my thing. The people around him, man. Like, I don't get it, man. Even his dad, your dad, dad is not being a dad. You more like a yes man. I mean, and no disrespect, but it's like, I can't be your friend over being your dad. Now, I could be both of them, but my thing is to be your father. You know what I'm saying? Like, and dad got to understand, man, you dealing with generational type of wealth here. Your son can provide for y'all's family and y'all let him swindle it away. Like, it doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, man, Lillard is there. So hopefully he can be a pretty decent role model for him, but at this point, I mean, I don't think, if your own dad it can be, if you can't look around and see how your career is going, and see the different choices and things you need to make in life at this stage, I don't know, man. I don't see, hopefully he can get it, but it's not going to be easy, But I'm hoping for him, man, because I root for him, man. I think, man, the man is talented, man. He's an exciting player. Every time he played, I'm turning on the TV, right? He dunking on 7-foot guys, and he has that it factor. He has it, but he has it off the court also. You know what I'm saying? He got the it factor off the court also, so that it factor. But a lot of these players, man, come into the league with this, but a lot of them grow up and they change or whatever. I don't know, man. I'm looking at his game and how he's played these last few years. It might be over for him because I don't think he's going down that road like the Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose played like that. You know what I'm saying? He played hard like that above the rim and didn't last that long and end up, you know, playing on 7, 8 different teams in a span of a few years or something like that, and John Wall started to get hurt, and he played fast downhill like that also. You know, 6'4" guard, 6'3" or something like that. So I hope he don't go down that path. We'll see when he gets there, man. I hope he get rejuvenated and has some inspirations to change his life off the court, so that may give him a longer life on the court. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see, man. We gonna keep the hope up for him, keep the prayers up for him. Hopefully this guy can give us some more excitement on the court. Hope he can last a little longer or whatever. But like I say, he's got to make some changes, man. He's got to become a shooter. He's got to work on that because, like I say, in today's NBA, your point guard, he's got to knock down threes, baby. If you look at all the wing teams, they have point guards who can shoot that rock. You know what I'm saying? They can shoot that ball. So if he ain't going downhill, which it looks like that might be coming to a halt, if he ain't doing that, he got to be able to put that ball in the basket from that 3-point line. So we'll see what happens, man. But yeah, I just want to touch on that a little bit, man. Don't get me wrong. I'm not bashing him. He's one of my favorite players. I like his style. I like how he has changed. But, as far as on the court, how he grew, but he has to get that off the court thing fixed, man. He has to, and hopefully he will, man. We're not going to shut the door on him. We're going to look at it and pray for him and hope that he get that corrected. But we'll see. But anyway, we'll get back at y'all, man. And like I always say, hey, my street peeps is out there in the street. Of course, we wish y'all wasn't there. It's not a place to be, but if you are there, I want y'all to be careful. And always remember this: respect others as you go along, and you can always make it home. Thank you.